Hello guys, welcome back to our channel.
I'm Zinhle.
And I'm Busiso.
And we are
the Mlangenis.
Welcome guys, welcome back to our channel, to all of our subscribers and viewers. So if you're new to our channel, you do want to know of the one house rule, the Mlangeni house rule. Guys, please follow people's rules. These are the house rules. And the house rule is simply to
subscribe guys, and join the family.
Join the family.
Yeah, see we're so wonky, man, you know, and yeah, I mean, help us grow. Yeah, let's do this.
Let's do this, guys. And for all of our returning subscribers and viewers, guys,
welcome.
Hello.
Welcome back.
And so today we are doing the
Sit Down with the Mlangenis. Yeah, man, it's that time of the week.
It's that time of the week
where we just sit on our couch and engage with you guys about certain things.
And the certain thing today, we'll be speaking about conflict.
Yeah, conflict, my faith is it's a very sensitive matter, rather, or issue, you know, that we really have to unpack and look at. We'll keep this as short as possible.
Yeah.
And we'll try to, in that short span, we'll try and offload as much as we can. And
obviously we want you guys to also engage us in the comment section and just tell us, you know, when you think conflict, what do you think? Do you think there's good conflict? Do you think can there be good conflict, or is it always just bad conflict? But without further ado, let's get into the video. And conflict on our side, is there good conflict?
I don't think there is good conflict. I don't think there's good conflict at all.
So what do you call us not like having the same, like arguing about things, or is that not conflict?
Well, I feel like there's an argument, and then there's conflict, and an argument can lead to conflict.
Okay.
You know, so to me, a conflict is a result of
an argument,
or a result of me doing something that you don't agree with. You know. Conflict and you know, with conflict comes certain things. It comes tension and then it builds up and it invites other friends, you know. Particularly is what I want to drive and I want to bring to the table today is that how do we then deal with conflict
in a proper manner? So how do we deal with conflict that we don't end up in a place where there is tension, where we are displeased with one another, where there is like so many other bad friends that accompany conflict, you know? Because I know, and I think there's certain ways how you deal with things, you know? Because obviously if somebody has done you wrong or hurt you, you must communicate it. And we speak about communication, but sometimes you just ready, gun blazing, you are ready to like, you know, and at that moment you're just driven by that. I'm thinking about a comment that my friend Zotile wrote right on the previous video about change. She said, I used to argue in anger, now I argue in love.
Exactly.
But how
that's what I always preach.
Yeah.
The fact that we arguing doesn't mean that you must fall in love with me.
Fall out of love
with me. Like, it doesn't mean that you must stop respecting me.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that you must stop treating me in a good way.
Yeah.
You know, so always argue in love, respect. Don't lose respect just because we're in conflict.
And also just take your partner's feelings into consideration, because you know what, in a relationship you quickly need to learn that it's not about you all the time, as much as there can be a conflicting issue at that point in time, but this person at the other side of conflict, this is still a person that you actually want to laugh with, you know. So when you put love before conflict, you avoid saying certain things, because you might be angry and then you say hurtful things, you know, because obviously in that space in time you just feel like, I don't want to be with this person, I can't breathe next to this person. But you really need to take into consideration the things that you say, you know, when you're angry. And that also will be, because you might say I'm warranted that I say this because I was hurt, but like you need to grow and mature and understand that, you know, yes, have conflict, a matured conflict, you know. We're not saying park your feelings, because you will be hurt in that like incident or that space, but rather if you know yourself that you like ding, 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 those words, just rather, you know, don't speak now because you don't want to regret something tomorrow, you know. And
and it's really very important to avoid certain words, because you can't reverse what you've said. You know you can write something and delete it, you know, but what you've said, you can't reverse it, you know, and it gets there, and it's in my figure on the other side. When it gets to the other person, it destroys certain things about them, you know, their confidence, you know, how they feel about you, you know. So when you're in a relationship, you're always trying to build. Even when you're arguing, argue from a point of love. Even when you're saying something bad, even if I'm doing something bad and you're reprimanding, and if you're reprimanding me out of love, it's more likely that I'll respond also in love, you know. And I mean, with us men, we have been given the mandate to love our wives as Christ loved the church. When Christ was being cast with stones, when they were spitting on him, when he was crucified on the cross, he never stopped loving us. He never stopped. So we should have that mindset as well. Have the mindset of Christ, that in everything I will love my person, I will love my wife, you know, constantly. One of my friends said, the impression that I gave Uzindle, how the way I treated her before she married me, I must keep at that. I must keep that impression. I must be that person that she met, you know, the person that she fell in love with. I must consistently keep at that.
Yeah, because now if you said very hurtful things, then comes the tension, because we could be fine the following day, but I'm actually thinking about what you said. And now that also like highlights the cracks in the relationship if you don't communicate well, because after the argument, when I'm sitting, I'm like, oh, so is this what he thinks of me? You know, is this what she thinks of me? You know, and now there's just tension, and now there's just maybe shade and comments because maybe they said something, and like now you're just in a bad space. That's the tension that it comes with, because you know they always say, like, when you're drunk, when you're angry, that's when like the real truth like comes out. So that's why you must always be so mindful of words, guys. Words are so powerful, and you can't reverse words, and also words activate, you know. So if you are going to say you are this and I'm not that, you speaking it into my life, basically. You saying go ahead, you know. And words words create, guys. Words create.
The power.
And the power of the tongue. Like when they say life and death, you know, the Bible speaks in Proverbs about the power of life and death being eliminated on our tongue. We must be very mindful of the things that we say. It might not manifest today, because everything that we speak, good or bad, manifests. So in conflict, you might want to avoid the bad things because they might manifest down the line.
True.
So we must always just be mindful of our words, you know, just understand that this is my person, I love him, I respect him, and I'm arguing in love. I'm arguing, but I still want to build you. I don't want to break. So just keep the love, and, you know, just have ways. And if you can't, just let the emotions settle. And then you can, like, if you know you just gun blazing, if you're still teaching yourself not to take out the bullets all the time, just rather like, whoo, for a little bit.
Yeah, because it's very important.
Yeah,
it's very important that how you deliver, because immediately when you come guns blazing, I'm also ready to defend myself, to defend my position, you know, and hence then we will not find any resolution out of that. You know, hence, but when you come to me, even when I was ready to defend myself, and you come to me in a different angle, and I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't see this in this way. You know, so now we are more. It's more like we are engaging. We are engaging more than arguing. You know, and then trying to find a solution on this. And I mean, tension and I mean, conflict can be caused by many things. Many things. You know? Can be caused by the things that annoys her that I do, and vice versa. You know,
it can be caused by third parties. It can be caused by anything. So that's why we always say just learn to protect your relationship. But conflict will happen, will occur, definitely. So rather, when it does happen, you are ready. You know, you're at a point where you've trained yourself that, you know what, I'm at this point in this, I'm learning to do this in a better way.
Yes,
so you can just also like share, how do you go about conflict? You know, first of all, do you believe there's good conflict or there's only bad conflict? And how should we go about in terms of being in a conflict that at the end of the day would still remember that, okay, this is the person that I love, this is my friend, this is my partner, this is my mother, this is my boss, you know? Like, how then do you feel you need to handle conflicts? Handle it in a manner where you still state and say how the person hurt you, because we shouldn't say we're not going to speak about it, we must speak about it.
True.
But how do we like deliver?
True, yeah, because communication is very important,
Yeah.
and how you communicate also is very important.
Yeah.
To how you get the message across. So
Yeah.
let's engage, guys. Let's hear what you guys have to say about all this. My wife has said a mouthful. Is it good or bad? Yeah, man. Hit us up in the comment section. Thank you for tuning in again. We love you. We really appreciate you.
Let me say don't, because when I say don't, I think it blocks just the don't. You can and you will subscribe, like, comment, and share the page, guys.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much, guys. Nanywa, road to 1,000.
Yay.
Enjoy the rest of your week. God bless you. God be with you. May cause His face to shine upon you.
Until next time, guys.
Bye.